You recruits. You come, you train, you fight, you die. Who are you, boy?
And you wear feathers.
I'm Garrett Tuttle, nephew to Duncan Tuttle, Castellan of Ironrath.
Garrett Tuttle of Ironrath. And how does a Castellan's nephew get himself sent to the wall? You thief. A raper.
I killed a man who murdered my family.
Then you know how to fight, at least. And you're no liar, either.
Sir?
From Duncan Tuttle, Castellan of House Forrester.
My uncle wrote to the Night's Watch.
He goes on for a bit, but then he asks us to make you a ranger. As if it's a knighthood. So you see, Tuttle. So you see, Tuttle.
Ooh.
I know all about you. You are a killer. Even if you are man enough to own up to it.
Yes, sir.
Now then, we'll start your training in the morning. For today, you need a cot and a cloak.
Understood.
Oh, and Tuttle. Sooner or later, the Night's Watch will be your death. When
Either
it
could
comes,
be later.
try to make it quick.
Later than sooner. So many achievements.
And last we'd heard, Asher was in Slaver's Bay, so Malcolm caught a ship headed for...
I heard they took him off a corpse cart. And he's missing his arms and legs.
At least he can still eat and shit.
The White Hill soldiers are drunk again. And we have too few men to handle them.
Let's just get to the Great Hall.
Well, I say he's dead. And they've dressed up some peasant in his place.
Fill me up, would you? And bring us some salted pork while you're at it.
Fill yourself up, you lazy fuck. Wine's almost... Is that him?
Has to be, doesn't it?
He's hideous.
Had a run-in with Walder Frey, did you?
Cripple.
I should have buried him with the corpses.
Forrester's
Real
cursed.
shame about your leg,
Who
my
gives
lord.
a toss?
We have business in the Great Hall.
Go round. Move aside, soldier.
I'm quite comfortable, thank you. And I don't think you're gonna make me. I wonder what's weaker. Your legs? Or this house?
My men may be few, but they'll die before you keep me from my hole.
Go on then, my lord.
Let's go.
Please don't fall down the stairs.
It's ridiculous. You're treating them
The
like
wine
guests.
keeps their wits dull.
It makes us look weak.
Both of you, please.
So you'd rather they riot?
Duncan, you're a damn fool sometimes.
It doesn't matter what you think. I was chosen as sentinel. My lords.
Roderick. My boy. Come, join us.
Lady Talia, you should have told us the Lord needed help.
My lord. It's good. It's good to see you awake, Lord Roderick.
We didn't expect you so soon. The Maester said it would be weeks before you were walking, if you walked again at all.
It was highly probable. I'm not here to talk about my elf.
Perhaps we should get started.
Yes, let's.
Dahlia's told me the state of our house.
Then you know our situation is grim, my lord.
No thanks to your sentinel. He's been getting the White Hills soldiers
It
drunk.
keeps them off their guard.
They think you're a bloody fool.
My lords, please!
Oh, I'm a fool. At least I was there by Ethan's side when Ramsay spoke.
Duncan.
I've told you. I was keeping an eye on the Bolton
You
soldiers.
should have been protecting your lord. Now Ethan's dead, and Ryan a hostage.
And what have you done to get him back? Nothing.
I am your lord.
Of course. Apologies, my lord.
The Whitehills have my brother. We fight amongst ourselves, when we should be fighting them.
We'd need an army to win that fight. And we don't have one.
Summon our allies, then.
I'm afraid we have none left, my lord. We've heard little from the Glovers since the Ironborn took Deepwood Motte. Houses Helliver, Grayson and Brownbarrow were all slaughtered at the Twins, and the rest of our allies are terrified of the Boltons.
You forget the Glenmores. You'd be wed to Elena Glenmore already, if not for the war. And her father is no coward. Now that you've returned, the marriage can proceed as planned.
The marriage?
Well, much has changed. The Glenmores may no longer desire the union.
Lady Elena will decide for herself. Your betrothed is on her way here as we speak.
Lady Elena?
She's coming now.
I'm not ready.
My son, I understand your doubts, but if she still wishes to marry, we'd have the allies we so desperately need.
Their army would become oath-bound to Roderick.
And we could burn High Point to the fucking ground.
Yes, this marriage could be our chance.
Of course, we must hope Lady Elena still wants to marry Roderick. We're talking about a marriage, not an Ironwood contract.
I'm certain I can convince her.
She's always been fond of you.
Just be careful not to push Elena too hard.
If Elena does come to Ironrath, she'll see those soldiers in the courtyard.
We starve them out, and they'll have to leave.
I'd rather they be lying around drunk than setting the stables on fire.
My lord, perhaps you could put an end to this tiresome dispute.
Let them go hungry.
Yes, my lord.
Now, if there's nothing more to discuss.
Maester, it's time to light the Ironwood torches.
Yes, my lady.
Welcome back, my lord.
It's good to be back.
Gregor last lit these torches when his mother passed. Ironwood doesn't burn easily, he told me. But foresters have a way. And now we light them for him. And Ethan. How is your song coming?
Ethan always helped me with music.
It's not the same without him.
You're a fine musician, Talia. You'll do a great job.
Everyone knows how much Ethan meant to you. I'm sure it will honor him well. About Elena, I've sent a letter to Mira. The Tyrells hold much influence over the Glenmores. I don't know where things stand between her and Lady Marjorie, but maybe your sister can find a way to help.
It's entirely ridiculous. If it's not the flowers, it's the food or the table settings. Is that the letter to the orphanage?
Yes, milady. It's nearly done.
Make sure to tell them we'll send all the leftovers. And something nice after that.
Lady Marjorie intends to visit again very soon.
Lovely. They'll be pleased to hear that. And the seal. Here you are. Oh, are there any more invitations to send, or are we finally done with the cursed things?
One more.
Get down.
An invitation to Sir Maynard.
Ah, yes. One of my father's favorite drinking companions.
Cats. Hey!
I have a letter for Lady Mira Forrester.
How you doing,
Thank you.
Jordani?
My pleasure, Lady Mira.
What is it, Mira?
It's from my mother. She asks that I help ensure Roderick's betrothal to Elena Glenmore remain intact.
How can you do that from 1,000 leagues away? Ah, it's my help she's after, isn't it? She's a bold woman. Most would shy away from asking such things.
Of course. She knows you're very influential.
She's not entirely wrong. A letter from me could encourage the Glenmores to honor the betrothal. But it wouldn't be very discreet. You'd be forcing their hand. That isn't the way I do things. You pushed me before and you saw the results. I'm sure your brother can secure the marriage on his own. I'd better get going. Mira, we'll talk more later.
If Lady Marjorie wrote a letter...
No.
I'm sorry, Roderick. Sir Maynard, you are hereby invited...
Mira, Lady Marjorie sent me to pick up the letters. Sir Maynard. The man's breath smells like a brew house. I was hoping I'd catch you at something slightly more exciting. A love letter, perhaps? Or a declaration of war? I know you're very busy with Lady Marjorie and all that's happening with your family. But I was hoping we could talk. If you don't mind.
What about?
Well, it's... We really should get these letters sent first. Do you need any help with those?
I've got them.
It's a lot of switching around.
Bloody cold today, isn't it? Seems to keep getting cold.